We last left off, we were gathering evidence for Fornival's trial, which comes up in a few days, but right now we're going to take on a secret organization known as Salvation. In one of the episodes, we ended up getting a key, the second key to Salvation, so now we need to figure out where that key goes. We talked to the one knight outside the Duke's domain, and he let us know that near the catacombs seems to be where they're hanging out. So let's go take a look over there and see what we can run into.
Let's
drop off a couple things here before we get going. Probably not much, but we don't want anything in our inventory to rot, do we? Alright, so we'll take that. Oh yeah, we do have some things to drop off. Direwolf pelts and such. We have that key. That's the second key. Ooh, what do we get here? Fishing bob. We do need one of those for a quest somewhere down the line. It's a side quest, but nonetheless, still useful. Oh, he brought one home too. Interesting. And we have a cedar branch and a pine branch. And some large nuts.
Got him!
What will it be today? Have your pick.
All right, let's take a trip to the catacombs. Fairy stone, if you will. Do your thing. We want to go to the Dios Hills. Yep. Let's do this. And away we go. In a flash of light, AVAM and his crew are teleported to the catacombs. As you can tell, I put a lot of time into this game. We are right outside the catacombs. Of course, all those port crystals that we've picked up, I have placed, and then when you play a new game, where you placed them in the previous game, they exist in New Game Plus. Helps you get around a lot faster since there's no mounts. Let's just do the catacombs from the top down. Shall we? Oh, it's dark in here. Better equip a lantern.
What's that?
Few come to.
Wait a minute. What do you have? I'm going to take that flask from you. Because if I don't take that flask from you, you're going to end up breaking it or something. There's water there. There should be oil around here somewhere. Now, you do have to keep flasks of oil on you. As you see, I have 8 with me. You want to keep them with you because your lantern does run out of oil. Now, in the catacombs, there is plenty of room to find quite a few things. Sometimes gold, sometimes curses. What's this one do? See, that one's barred from the other side. If you try and open it... Oh, I've been here before. I have been here before.
If you feel a foe is beyond
quick.
our means, there is no...
Ow! My ankles! Well, we'll keep going. They'll show up. If you do go ahead of your pawns, they will end up coming back to you. Now, if they have fallen, and they have the skull state, where it means they are mortally injured,
I haven't spoken a word, not a word, I swear
and
it.
you leave them
You must
behind,
believe
they
me.
will return to the rift. So,
No idea that was the arisen. How could I have? Please!
What's this? Will not pass through.
using the second key, we're already here. Watch out for these because they have a tendency to explode. If you use fire on them, you're in trouble. Watch out. Fat boys explode. It's our scrag of beast. Now, when opening these, you have to be careful what you may find. Shackles. These are heavy. but you can use them for crafting. So what you want to watch out for... Oh, here's some oil. I'll take this oil, so I'll have 9. 9 flasks of oil. Never run out of oil, especially in this game. In a lot of the areas, you don't want to run out of it.
You! 'Tis not over with them, fool. Hurry and find the one controlling them further on. Go and...
Taggart.
If you feel a foe is beyond our means, there is no shame in fleeing. Such narrow halls ill-suit combat.
Taggart is down. I really didn't have to do that, but we'll just take these to store later on because, like I said, I like to collect. And all my time through this game, I have looked at the many things, and it's kind of amazing how much you collect when you play over and over again. And I kind of like looking at that collection. Skeletons. We need to take out some of these. There's skeleton mages, skeleton knights. Alright, so we're going to have to open up the one door here. Where'd he go? Mandrake. Nigel, you're on fire.
We must stay calm, one at a time. Insolence.
If you have Holy Affinity on your weapon, which, if you don't have one that has a permanent Holy Affinity, and you have a good mage with you, they can cast Holy Affinity. So you get to equip what your pawns have as well, what spells they use. I like to have one healer and one attack. So we need to go find the stones for this. You'll see. There's a way to open it. Just follow me. Some of the chests are cursed, and you need to watch out because you will see... Okay, see that one right there? If you look, it's emanating a kind of aura or kind of stench. It will be cursed. There's the first gem of salvation. Now, to get these, you open it and you stand back. And then it's clear. Sometimes there's things in them, other times there are not. And if you do get cursed, you'll hear your pawns tell you about it or say it themselves. Poison flask, they can have those. Thank a gem of salvation. If you do become over-encumbered or overburdened, it does affect the speed at which you move. Curse. I thought there was something to pick up here, but... Small coin pouch, yes.
It grows with the life it steals.
With a Holy Affinity, these spectral apparitions are nothing to worry about. They will attach to you, and if they are attached to you or your pawn, you can take them off without magic. Otherwise, you have to have some sort of affinity on your weapon to cause damage.
I'll leave the weak foes to you. The skeleton is skilled indeed.
I'll imbue your weapon with holy light.
As you hear, the one pawn said they will imbue the weapons with holy light. And that gives the holy affinity, which is very useful. Empty flask, yes. I do pick up empty flasks whenever I find them and store them away for a rainy day in case we ever need them for something.
Certainly all. We must stay calm, one at a time.
I'm not the one that's worried. Sometimes they get a little worried for no reason. As I said before, I will play from a brand new vanilla character. Still using my name, of course, AVAM. But we will play from level 0 all the way to 200. Now, it will be quite a trip and quite a journey. But it is a very cool experience and a lot of fun. Like I said, you can min-max a lot of characters. And I might work on one. Because with certain ones, as you level up, you gain a certain amount of stamina, a certain amount of attack, a certain amount of... that's important to have. We'll get into that. A certain amount of magic attack. And I have never really tried, though. I have played all the different vocations. I've never really... That one we need. So don't waste that. And I have built up a lot of things to try and get the max amount of stamina. So I might try building like that. All right, what do we have here? Fourth gem of salvation. We're missing the third gem. The third gem is back down the other way. Does this one open?
It is locked.
Yeah. That's where, if you get the first key to salvation, it'll take you right down to this part here. You know, even for a game that started on the PS3, they brought it to the PlayStation 4 and had the expansion of Dark Arisen, which I will show you that aisle in a little bit before we get to the end game. It still looks great. You can still see, okay, some of the backdrops and such are worn more often than you would see in some of the newer games, but I think it still holds up overall. Wow, it has been a while since I played this. I normally don't get lost in the catacombs. There it is. Hidden behind a rock. We'll move this rock here. We'll throw this rock. Heck of a throw. At this point, it's not really necessary to pick up so many coin pouches. But I still enjoy picking up almost everything just to be able to put it to my collection. There's the third gem. And then we go down this way. Oh, we've been here. What? Wait. I'm backtracking, unfortunately. Not necessary. Again, it's been a long time since I've been in these catacombs. I can't remember what my speedrun record for this was, personally, but I know it can be done in a great amount of time. There we go. All 5 are placed. So this opens the door to Salvation's inner chambers. Let's see where we end up now. What could happen? What are we going to find? I'm going to switch my sword out for a while, because I've been using this holy one that is gold dragon forged. But this one is just level 3 from Caxton. And yeah, we lose quite a bit of attack power on both sides. But again, this weapon will do us well for the rest of the game. And I do kind of want to level this one up.
Welcome, Arisen. 'Tis an honor to have you come so far to meet us.
So, when I first played this game, his name looks like Ballsack. I'm sorry.
You traitors. My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was Salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come.
Yeah.
You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks.
Okay. And he's down with one hit. And that was that.
That was a waste of time.
My thoughts exactly. That was a waste of time. Crimson Teeth. I remember the first time I got these daggers. So, right now, my character is an assassin.
This looks interesting.
It's a hybrid vocation. It's one of the vocations you get after reaching level 10. The first 3 you can start out with is Warrior, Mage, and Strider. And with Strider, you can use daggers and bows. With the Assassin, you can use a one-handed sword, daggers, and bows. And with the Ranger, you can use longbows and daggers. And then there's Mystic Knights, and which you can use one-handed swords and staffs and cast magic. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes into this. The character development is amazing. I can't wait for Dragon's Dogma 2 and see what evolutions have been brought with the new technologies and where the game is going to go. I'd really love to get into early access with that, so any support you can give to these videos would be greatly appreciated, and I would certainly play that game many times through, as I have this one. So let's go back to Sir Maximilian and see what's going on, because we're at average weight now. We have a lot of stuff to drop off. So let's take our tools and get right back to the beginning here. Fairy Stone away. Gonna go to Grand Soren. And we're going to talk to Sir Maximilian, who told us to take a look at what's going on with these skeletons. And we found the answer. Somebody was controlling them.
Crystal. One can reach it from anywhere with the use of a magic item.
Sometimes in this one, you will find a fairy stone in the center. Now, the fairy stone that I'm using is an eternal fairy stone, which I have achieved through gameplay. Normally, 10 phantasms. Yes, I will take these quests. They're just gold and experience I don't need, but it's still fun to pick them up as you play through. There are a lot of quests in this. And one of the trophies is to do every single side quest and main quest.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
Also,
Let's drop off
I
what we
hear
need
no
to
end of-
here.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
Oh, yeah. We have a lot to drop off. I'm going to drop off 4 flasks of oil. Watch the weight so you can see that my weight now is light. Look how heavy these are. This is 3.17. That'll take us to very light. Those are good for crafting, but if you don't have a character with a lot of good strength on them, you will end up being overburdened if you
What
try
will it
and
be
pick up
today?
too many of them. Oh, you didn't use it. Good job. The funny part is when the pawns pick things up and you'd think, oh, that's helpful. You don't have to look for everything. Sometimes they'll pick things up and then use them. Which is fine in battle because
What will it be?
they may
Have your
be
pick.
healing or
Come
whatever,
again
but
soon.
there's a quest where you have to pick up a bunch of skulls and save them, and I thought that, hey, you know, the pawns were picking them up for me. But they kept using them as weapons and throwing them. So I was actually losing out on a lot of things because they kept throwing them as using them for attack. So we're going to go talk to Sir Maximilian first. Well, if I go outside now, there may be a quest that I can pick up that was one of the most confusing when I originally played through the game. But you can get it at night, so let's take a look at that one real quick.
Well met, sir. The catacombs are cleansed of rats. The roads, too, are all but free from the skeleton warriors. Granted, documents they left behind shed some light on salvation. It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers. A thought I do not relish.
So the secret organization known as Salvation was trying to use skeletons to boost their number.
What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly
Oh my
joined
goodness.
believers, they were turned from flesh to living bone by some. The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses. Even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own. And one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks.
20,000.
Seems like
15,000.
may be found innocent.
So you heard the pawn say, at present, Fornival may be found innocent.
Salvation and the night
Sometimes
shadow.
they make correct predictions, other times they do not. Let's see if we can find this other quest while we have to wait for Fornival to decide anyway. I think if we go out here, we'll get summoned. Yeah, there's still some loading screens that go back. Ah, there we go. See, he has green, so we can talk to him.
Beg pardon, Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it.
Oh, please tell me, Sir Rickard.
I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts.
Okay.
Even more curious, when I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter.
But you're telling me.
Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary.
All right. So. Who could they be? quite a group. Beware of ambush. So, let's take a look at the letter, shall we? An unsigned letter. A letter of unknown origin that contains but one phrase. Let the Arisen's only peace be death. Okay? Wonderful. So, at night is when you will encounter these enemies.
Whether year-round nature is well suited for human life.
And only. So let's take a look and walk through. See who we run into. Travel at nighttime is a lot more dangerous because you run into things like this.
The undead! I'm at your side. We have triumphed.
That was
The undead will come out at night.
With Grand Soren as a base, we ought to be able to travel over further. Fireworks, well!
I remember it was in this exact spot that I was doing a playthrough one time, and I thought to myself, you know, how interesting it is that this RPG is in real time. And it's not necessarily a hack and slash. Like, you don't have any defense other than your weapons. Like, there's no block mechanic or anything like that.
To this place.
But it is just so much fun to play a game in this style and have it be a real-time RPG and not turn-based. I do enjoy turn-based RPGs, don't get me wrong. But this one has always held a special place. And like I said before, I cannot wait for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Monsters can strike day or night, even in the shadow of Grand
Oh, look in the
Soren's
distance there. You can see a Cyclops.
Goblin!
What are you worried about?
It's a human! They're a threat when well unified.
Not really. On lower levels, yes, perhaps. So with our stamina as strong as it is, we can actually run for great distances and not have to worry about it.
Seems people lived here once. The path diverges. A stout undead! Walking straight there! Insolence!
So right now I have Holy Affinity and Fire on,
To that.
thanks to the caster's power.
Scattered about. Miner's kit from the look of it.
This is the way to
Undead warriors!
the catacombs. Or not the catacombs. Ah, here is one of them.
They hardly falter.
Right there is Raven.
Blaze the skin. Let us see if you can stand for truth.
And Hawk.
He who strides
And Condor.
your courage shall be exposed.
Stand here.
Alright, those are done. Oh, crap. Gotta watch out for the exploding fat guys.
There, master.
Alright, so there's 3 of those people that wrote that letter. They're out to get me.
Find an
Let's
opening,
find out
then
what that
strike.
brings along.
Coming arisen. Fireworks, well.
Th-
I'll aid you at once.
Alright, overkill. We killed a bunch of undead warriors, which... Okay, this was cast by Dark Bunny, so no worries.
Anytime.
But there you've seen 3 of the group that is coming after me. We will pick this up in the next episode. This is AVAM saying thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Follow me on Twitch. Check out my YouTube channel at A Voice Among Many. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. We're on.